Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. At this time, it is our privilege to introduce to the platform tonight Representative Anita Jane Ayers, a Republican from representing the District 62 in the Missouri State House of Representative for Stone and Taney County. Make her welcome.
Thank you. One of the incredible things about standing back here and hearing the Star-Spangled Banner sung in unison is there's a group of performers over here that you guys can't see behind this curtain that'll be coming up, and the harmony that was coming from those voices and out here. And there are certainly those times whenever I would like to see people in government working in the same level of harmony that I was hearing here. It truly is my pleasure to be here to say welcome to the Branson Gospel Music Convention. For me, the message of gospel music takes me to the source of my strength and reminds me that when I am surrendered to God, I am an instrument of His love. Sometimes it's in the words of gospel music that I feel God's arms surrounding me and providing me with the healing touch that I need. And I want to say thank you to all of the artists for what they do and the hard work that they put in to touch our lives. But now, I also want to remind you of a Bible verse. Over the past several weeks, as I've been out campaigning, this verse has been central. Where are we getting it? Has been central in my thoughts. It is Philippians 4:8. Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report. If there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things.
Right now, the publisher of SGN Scoops Digital Magazine, Mr. Rob Patz.
It is an exciting night for us to be here with you, the fans, to share this time together. Over the past year, we have built the magazine and taken it to a new direction, and we're excited to be here again in Branson. Last year, of course, the first year of the Branson Gospel Music Convention, and they were so nice to have us here and be able to host last year the Diamond Awards. This year, we're back again with a new feel, with a new excitement, and I am so excited about tonight's performance, and we are just going to have a great time because you, the fans, have spoken with some amazing, amazing awards that we have been able to give out tonight. I want to welcome to the stage a lady who last year, when I was here at the convention, caught the vision that I have for the SGN Scoops magazine. And that is our editor, Kelly Burton. Kelly, please come to the stage. We can share.
Quite a bit taller than I am.
I'll scrunch. How about
Okay,
this? Okay.
sounds good.
Or we can take it off the thing. There we go. Kelly has done a great job. She has been fantastic from day one, found the vision that I had for the magazine, and she had the same vision. We were standing backstage basically at this event last year talking about what our vision would be for this magazine. And the amazing thing, when God is in it, he can bring two people together from different backgrounds, and they just immediately connect and have the ability to work together, even though I do drive her nuts quite regularly.
Oh, thanks. Well, yes, and our vision at SGN Scoops Magazine is to tell the stories behind gospel music, and not just of a few people making gospel music, but of the many artists that are traveling around sharing the gospel message through song. So we're excited that you're going to get to see so many of those artists here on the stage tonight.
To get us started, we'd like to welcome the Broadway Baptist Singers. Please welcome them to the stage.
Amen. It's great to be here in Branson, Missouri. This song says, love the Lord your God with all your heart, your mind, your soul. If you know, sing along with us today.
Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. With all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, with all your strength. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength.
tonight. He's wonderful. This verse says, serve the Lord. I will serve the Lord.
I will serve the Lord with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength. I will serve the Lord with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength. With all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, with all my strength. I will serve the Lord with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength.
I will serve him, gonna trust him, gonna love him.
Oh, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, with all my strength, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, with all my strength.
I will love you, Lord.
I will love you, Lord, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength. I will love you, Lord, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength.
I will love you.
I will love you, Lord, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength. I will love you, Lord, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength. I will love you, Lord, with all my heart, with all my soul, with all my mind, and with all my strength.
Here's a song I wrote a while back that says, I cannot keep silent of his goodness and his love for me. It features Miss Tracy. Let's sing it.
Keep silent of what you've done for me. You alone are worthy of glory and majesty. I cannot keep silent of what you've done for me. You alone are worthy of glory and majesty. You turn my mourning into dancing. You turn my sorrow into joy. I'll sing your praises forever. I cannot keep silent, oh Lord. I cannot keep silent, oh Lord. You turn
Broadway Baptist singers. Thank them so much. They are awesome. We're excited to start the 2010 Diamond Awards. People ask me how we decided on a sponsor for this year's awards. And I went, I really did. We scoured. We looked at every company that would want to, carry the name with the Diamond Awards because we wanted somebody that we could really believe in. And a friend of mine who's been a friend for a while now, Mr. Jonathan Bond, has a great company called His Choice. And I'd like to welcome him to the stage. Jonathan Bond, please come up to the stage now. We thank you. Yeah, you can clap for him. He wants it. You can.
Just curtsied.
He just curtsied, which scares me to death. But we're excited so much. Tell everybody just really quickly a little bit about your company and what you guys do for artists and for the public in general.
All right, awesome. Which company? His Choice.
They're the sponsors. They've been on all the press releases.
I'm talking to my friends. His Choice Music is a record company, and what we're doing basically is artists working together with artists, and we're getting songs out to radio, songs that you hear on radio. A lot of them come from His Choice Music. The ones that don't sound very good. But anyway, it's basically artists helping artists. And if you're an artist and you're looking for some help, we'd love to talk with you. We've got a lot of different packages just to help each other and stuff.
I always like stuff. Stuff kind of falls in that category of things that you don't know what to do with. Is that what it is? Also, we're really excited. Jonathan Bond is one of our co-hosts for tonight's, I told him to get new jokes this year. How'd that go?
I wrote them separate. I wrote them down and inverted them.
Same jokes? Okay. You ready to sing?
I'm ready.
You ready to sing? Good. I'm ready for you to sing, too. Please welcome to the Diamond Awards stage, Young Harmony.
Do this with us. Well, I once was lost in sin, but Jesus took me in. And then a little light from heaven filled my soul. Well, he bathed my heart in love when he wrote my name up above. And just a little talk with Jesus made me whole. Well, let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our troubles. He's gonna hear our faintest cry. Answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will turn it. You're gonna know a little fire is burning. Just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Well, I may have doubts and fears. My eyes may be filled with tears. Yeah. Oh, but Jesus, he's a friend who watches day and night. Well, now I go to him in prayer, and he knows my every care. And just a little talk with Jesus makes everything alright. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all about our trouble. He's gonna hear our faintest cry. Answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer will you're gonna know a little fire is burning. Just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Well, let us have a little talk with Jesus. And let us tell him all about our trouble. He's gonna hear our faintest cry. Answer by and by. When you feel a little prayer with you're gonna know a little fire is burning. Just a little talk with Jesus makes it right. Just a little talk with Jesus. Just a little talk with Jesus. Come on and tell
Just a little talk with Jesus makes it everything.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Okay, somebody short is normally over here. We're excited to be with you at the Diamond Awards. And if any of you, and I'm just saying this right up front, if any of you think that is the best song of the night, you may be right. But, well, okay. Anyway, we're excited to now get to announce by myself on this one a different category. It's really cool. We have two categories going on. One is for Southern Gospel female soloist. And one of these is actually my first cousin. My mother and her mother are sisters. And then my dad and her dad are married to our mothers. So, well, they are. But anyway, female soloist, the nominees are Charlotte Ritchie, Christy Sutherland, Janet Pascal, Misty Freeman, and my cousin Taranda Green. And the winner of this category is Janet Pascal. Wears big rings anyway, so we can do that for her. Actually, Janet Pascal, you know, today we're wearing pink in honor of breast cancer awareness. Janet Pascal has been healed of breast cancer, and so this is great timing right here. And I'm supposed to say she couldn't be with us tonight because of something, but I forgot why. So she couldn't be with us. And next, we're going to go ahead with Christian country female artist, Christy Sutherland nomination, Debbie Bennett nomination, Lisa Daggs, Sharon K. King, and Wendy Word. That's for Christian country female artist. And the winner is none other than Miss Christy Sutherland. And she couldn't be with us tonight. Oh.
Thank you so much. Thank you to Christian Country Radio and to Southern Gospel Radio for playing my songs, and most of all to the fans, because the Diamond Awards are fan-nominated and fan-voted, and without you, we wouldn't be having this show tonight. Thank you all so much, and thank you to my Heavenly Father for letting me work for Him. Thank you.
Make welcome Miss Christy Sutherland.
In and out of jail, when his daddy said, "This is the last time I'll pay bail," he enlisted in the army and they sent him to Iraq. He was a different man when he came back. Somebody said the army must have whipped you into shape, but he said that's not the reason that I've changed. Somebody died for me before I even asked for help.
live the way I lived or be the way I was. Every day's a gift to me because somebody died for me. Now they fold the flag and attach a silver star, while a grieving mother leans against his arm. Then he stands before the family and does his best to tell how he survived the night his best friend fell. He says no one who knew him was surprised he died that way. He tried to live for Jesus. Oh, he always used to say, somebody died for me. Before I even asked for help, he gave his life for me. When I couldn't save myself, I cannot live the way I lived or be the way I was. Every day's a gift to me because somebody died for me. I don't want to waste a moment of the time I have left. With every breath I'm given, God help me not forget. Somebody died for me. Before I even asked for help, he gave his life for me. When I couldn't save myself, cannot live the way I lived or be the way I was. Every day's a gift to me because somebody died for me. Somebody died for me.
Please make welcome to the stage Mr. Kenny Bishop.
Hello. It's a treat to be here tonight. Wow, that's a bright light. I get to tell you who's going to be receiving the 2010 J.D. Sumner Living Legend Award this year. The nominees for the Living Legends are Ann Downing and Claude Hopper, Karen Peck Gooch, who really shouldn't be nominated because she's younger than me, Lulu Roman, I don't know how old she is, and Peg McCamey Bean. And this wonderful trophy tonight for the Living Legend goes to Miss Lulu Roman. And unless Lulu just wandered in, she's not here. And I don't know if you've seen Lulu lately, but now she's down to just one Lou. And doing very, very well. So for Lou, we say thank you very much. God bless.
The song God on the Mountain was written by Tracy Dart in 1974 and originally recorded by the McCameys. Tonight we've put together an all-star quartet to bring you this gospel classic featuring Elaine Robinson of Second Generation, Kim Hester, Bill Dykes, and Adam Robbins of Cross Point. God on the Mountain.
Life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got peace of mind like you've never known. But then things change and you're down in the valley. Don't lose faith, for you're never alone. For the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. We talk of faith when we're up on the mountain. Oh, but talk comes so easy when life's at its best. But then things change and you're down in the valley. That's when faith is really put to the test. For the God on the mountain is still God in the valley. When things go wrong, He'll make them right. And the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. The God of the day is still God in the night. The God of the day is still God in the night.
Nominated for the Paul Howe Broadcast of the Year Award for their Gospel Music Today video newscast, please welcome Ken and Jean Grady.
Wow, Ken, this is the biggest studio audience we've ever seen.
We've never seen a studio audience.
Oh, that's right. Well, does that mean that we don't have do-overs tonight?
We'll have to get it right the first time.
Okay, here goes. We're going to be looking at the Christian country artist, and the nominees are
Diamond Rio, Dove Brothers Quartet, Jeff and Sherry Easter, the Oak Ridge Boys, and the Wilsons.
And the winner is
Christian country group this year, Jeff and Sherry Easter.
congratulations to Jeff and Sherry Easter.
I'm accepting for Jeff and Sherry, and yeah, I'll send it to them. I wonder what it costs to replace that little brass thing on those with our name. Anyway, we've got a group, and I tried my best to make up a name for these people, but I got in trouble. And so I thought, well, you know, I'm already up here. So, yeah, I can't do it anyway. But we put together 3 different people, and you're going to like them. If you don't, it doesn't matter to me at all. But anyway, I want to introduce to you the all-star core trio, Chris Hester, Dale Golden, Josh Brown from Firm Foundation. Make welcome the 3 of them.
I'm kind of homesick for a city to which I'm never
never been before. No sad goodbyes will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore. Hallelujah. You love land, I'm longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Now I'm looking, oh, I'm looking o'er that river to where my faith's gonna end just inside. You see, there's just a few more, there's just a few more days to labor, then I will take my heavenly flight to Beulah land. I'm longing for you, and someday I'll stand. There my home shall be eternal. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land, Beulah land, sweet Beulah land, Beulah land, sweet Beulah land.
How about it, Squire Parsons' classic, Beulah Land? As you will notice as we move through the Diamond Awards this year, you will notice a theme. Southern gospel music this year celebrates 100 years, and we picked out some of the best songs throughout those 100 years that will be featured tonight on this stage. Right now, we would like you to please make welcome industry website nominee Greg Inman for Gospel Gigs and Dion Unthank of Absolutely Gospel.
So, Greg, you didn't get the memo?
What memo? Oh, the hat. Yeah. You know, in Southern Gospel, sometimes the hair is the hat. Huh. Okay. Now, mine's real, so we're good there. We're good there.
That's why some of us wear hats.
That's right. The top 5 nominees for the artist's website are?
The Booth Brothers.
That's boothbrothers.com.
Christy Sutherland.
ChristySutherland.net.
Firm Foundations Quartet.
FirmFoundationsQuartet.com.
The McCamies.
McCamiesOnline.com.
And Paul's Journey.
Paul'sJourneyOnline.com.
And the winner is?
The Booth Brothers. BoothBrothers.com. Now, the Booth Brothers website could not be here today.
They didn't get the memo.
So we'll make sure they get it. Thank you.
Hey guys, sorry we can't be here tonight. I want to say thank you so much for the award for website of the year. We appreciate it. Appreciate all the people who come see us on the web. Boothbrothers.com. You can come 24 hours a day and see where we're going to be. Keep up with us, see what kind of trouble he's getting into and how we're getting him out. So we've got a newsletter there, but come by and see us at the website. Thank you for the award, and appreciate it very much.
When did we get a website?
You've never been on the website? We have a,
Anyway, thanks, guys. I'll go check it out.
Hey guys, sorry.
We've got a great bunch of guys tonight to do another classic for you. This is one of my favorites since I was a little girl. It's Jesus is Coming Soon. It was written by Probert E. Winsett in 1876 and originally recorded by the Spear family. Singing Jesus is Coming Soon, we have Homer Hartwell of Ascension, Damon Cleghorn of Cross Point, Corey Nunley of Looking Up, and Ron Pence of Ministers Quartet.
Troublesome times are here, filling men's hearts with fear. Freedom we all hold dear, now is at stake. Humbling our hearts to God, safe from the chastening rod. Seek the way pilgrims trod, Christians away. Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon. Many will meet their doom.
Trumpets will sound.
All of the dead shall rise. Righteous meet
In the sky, going where no one dies, heavenward bound.
Our troubles will soon be o'er, happy forevermore. When we meet on that shore, freed from all care, rising up in the sky, telling this old world goodbye. Homeward we then shall fly, glory to Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or
Noon and many will meet their doom. Trumpets will sound. All of the dead shall rise.
righteous meet
In the sky, going where no one dies, heavenward bound. All of the dead shall rise.
righteous meet
In the sky, going where no one dies, heavenward bound.
happy forevermore. When we meet on that shore, free from all care, rising up in the sky, telling this world goodbye. Homeward we then shall fly, glory to Jesus is coming soon, morning or night or noon,
And many will meet their doom. Trumpets will sound. All of the dead shall rise.
righteous meet
In the sky, going where no one dies, heavenward bound. All of the dead shall rise.
righteous meet
In the sky, going where no one dies, heavenward bound.
Go buy that CD, y'all.
Nominated for Duet of the Years, please make welcome Dustin and Kayla.
Here are the nominees for Industry Website of the Year. GospelGigs.com, GospelMusicToday.com, SingingNews.com, SoGospelNews.com, now AbsolutelyGospel.com, and SouthernGospelOutreach.com. The winner for Industry Website of the Year is
GospelGigs.com.
thank you very much. This honestly is a surprise. I had no idea that I was going to win this. This is really cool. I want to thank everybody for all your support, all the great emails we get on a regular basis. Thanks for using the site. I love doing it, and I appreciate your encouragement. Thank you so much.
I was so hoping that YoungHarmony.com got that, but we weren't in the nominees. But, you know, the quartet that was up here, they did an awesome job. And, you know, as much as groups change around, they may be together one day. Who knows? Anyway, we'll request that song if so. Anyway, I want to tell you about this next group that's coming up. The songwriters that have written the song that they're about to perform have written bunches and bunches of songs. Generally, probably as a ratio, 1 out of 10 have been written by these two songwriters. How many of you recognize the name if I just say Rrr? No? I'll give you a little bit more. Ronnie Henson. I thought y'all would know him. And Mike Payne wrote this song in 1987.
And here to sing When He Was on the Cross, we have Kenny Bishop, Danny Parnell of Ascension, Josh Teasley of Firm Foundation, and Buddy Lyles. Oh, I love this song.
I'm not on an ego trip. I'm nothing on my own. I make mistakes and often slip, just common flesh and bone. But I'll prove one day just what I say. I'm of a special kind, 'cause when He was on the cross, I was on His mind. A look of love was on His face, the thorns were on His head. The blood that stained His scarlet robe and stained it crimson red. Though His eyes were on the crowd that day, He looked ahead in time. 'Cause when He was on the cross, I was on His mind. He knew me, yet He loved me. He whose glory makes the heavens shine, so unworthy of such mercy. When He was on the cross, I was on His mind. When He was on the cross, I was on His
Two of our nominees for this evening, Daniel Graves of Airway Radio and Top 5 Christian Country female vocalist Debbie Bennett. Make them welcome to the stage tonight.
Just so everybody knows, we are standing up. Empty Arms Hotel we're here to present the Bluegrass Artist Award.
And the nominees are for Bluegrass Artists this year are Doyle Lawson and Quicksilver,
Yeah.
Jeff and Sherry Easter,
the Isaacs,
the Primitive Quartet,
and the Watkins family. And the winner is Jeff and Sherry Easter. And I see that Jeff and Sherry are not with us tonight, but I know that they would be very appreciative of this award. And Sherry, being a survivor of cancer herself, I know would be very thankful and appreciate y'all, the fans, voting for them this year. Thank y'all very much.
Hey, hey. You know, I'm glad that Sherry and Jeff won that, but as appreciative as they are, I'm appreciative. Anyway, we want to introduce a song. This song is old, and so some of you will recognize it right off. Anyway, I meant because it's been played a lot. Ease up. Anyway, I want you to listen to this song. It's a long time back, but it's with a whole bunch of great singers that recorded it first, not these people here. But anyway, make welcome to the stage Michael J. of Ascension, Jimmy McMillan of McMillan and Life, Kevin Cleghorn of Cross Point, and Dan Keaton as they sing Step Into the Water.
Thanks, Jonathan. Step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, wet your feet in the water of His love. Oh, step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, come join angels singing praises to the Lamb of God. Come on now.
Well, it's time we the people stand up for what is right. It's time we squared our shoulders back and raised our swords to fight. For the Bible is my weapon and the Spirit is my shield. The church needs more of its members to be workers in the field. Oh, step into the water,
wade out a little bit deeper, wet your feet in the water of His love. Oh, step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, come join angels singing praises to the Lamb of God, to the Lamb of God. There is victory for the Christian who walks a narrow way. There has been a prize appointed for the soul who does not stray. Oh, I want to live for Jesus and be all that I should be, so that I can rest with Him forever and in eternity. Step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, wet your feet in the water of His love. Step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, come join angels singing praises to the Lamb of God. Come on and step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, wet your feet in the water of His love. Step into the water, wade out a little bit deeper, come join angels singing praises to the Lamb of God. Come join angels singing, hear those glad bells ringing. Come join angels singing praises to the Lamb of God.
Wow. How many of you could tell which one was the girl?
I believe I have a job to do. Hold on. I turned 40. I can't remember a thing. I promise you. I'm asking Avi Hawkins and Jerry Tinkle, who are both writers for SGN Scoops magazine, as well as I am, and I am absolutely thrilled to get to do it. It's such an honor. If y'all would join me up here, we're going to let people know. Oh, you scared the mess out of me. Oh, you did. Anyways, we're doing songwriter. I'm trembling. Songwriter of the year. Y'all go. No, you don't need that. It's loud.
Oh, good. Hey.
And
I'm
believe me,
loud
they can
anyway.
hear me from back here. You got it.
Riders are very loud, aren't they, Jerry?
They should be. Go ahead, then.
Where is it?
It's right there.
Okay, Songwriter of the Year, Diane Wilkinson, Gerald Crabb,
Oh, I know him.
Jim Brady,
He's great. Yeah, you do that.
Kenna Turner West,
Yeah.
Rodney Griffin,
Well, there you have it.
and Jeremy.
And the winner is Mr. Gerald Crabb.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I don't take this lightly at all. I appreciate everyone that voted, and I appreciate the gift that God has given me to preach these miniature sermons through a song, and I appreciate all the groups that sing them. God's good. He's been really good to me and my family, and I know He's been good to all of us. But I want to thank the Lord Jesus Christ first for the gift. I want to thank everybody that sings my songs, and I want to thank my wife who really supports me and encourages me to just keep plugging away, and I love you, hon. God bless you. Thank you, every one of you. And thank you guys.
Keep those hands going as the Songwriter of the Year sings a great song, Through the Fire.
So many times I've questioned certain circumstances, things I could not understand. Many times in trials, weakness blurs my vision. That's when my frustration gets so out of hand. But it's then I am reminded, church, I ain't never been forsaken. Never had to stand one test alone. 'Cause when I look at all those past victories, the Spirit rises up in me, and it's through the fire my weakness is made strong. He never promised the cross would not get heavy, and the hill would not be hard to climb. He never offered victories without fighting, but He said help would always come in time. Just remember when you're standing in the valley of decision, and the adversary says, give in, just hold on, 'cause my Lord's gonna show up. He will take you through the fire again. How many believe that? I know within myself that I would surely perish. Oh, but if I trust the mighty hand of God, He's gonna shield the flames again. I know He's gonna do it again. He never promised that the cross would not get heavy, and the hill would not be hard to climb. He never offered our victories without fighting, but He said help
would always come in time. Just remember when you're standing in the valley of decision and the adversary says, give in. Just hold on, 'cause our Lord's gonna show up. Church, He will take you through the fire again. Just hold on, my Lord will show up, and He will take you through the fire again. He'll do it again and again and again. Yes, He will. Yes, He will. Yes, He will. He never promised the cross would not get heavy and the hill would not be hard to climb. He never offered victories without fighting, but He said help would always come in time. Just remember when you're standing in the valley of decision, 'cause that lying devil's gonna show up and he's gonna tell you to throw your hands up and quit, but you can't quit. Just hold on, my Lord will show up. Church, He will take you through the fire again. Come on, help me sing it. Just hold on, my Lord will show up. Well, He will take you through the fire again. Yes, He will. Somebody shout, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord.
2010 Songwriter of the Year, Mr. Gerald Crabb. Please welcome to the stage, to the mainstays of Branson Media, Joshua Heston of State of the Ozarks and Karen Burka of Branson Radio Live.
Well, hello everybody. Is this our microphone? I think it is. I'm Josh Heston.
And I'm Karen Burka.
Wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
Wait, we're standing in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's move that. Let's move that. I think we got that right.
I think we got it now.
Yeah.
You know, we are so excited to be a part of this experience here at the Hilton and the Branson Gospel Music Convention. And we're honored to present, the winners here. And, Josh, tell them what you do.
I am editor of stateoftheozarks.net. It is an online magazine dedicated to Ozark culture and history, bluegrass news, and most especially Southern gospel.
Yes. And I have Branson Radio Live, and I host shows out of the IMAX Entertainment Complex every Friday from noon to 1:30. It's a free show. And also on Sunday, we have a gospel show from 5 to 6 in the Little Opry Theater. And you can catch us online, www.bransonradiolive.com, or on the air at 99.9 FM and 1060 AM KBFL. And this isn't really about us, but I wanted everybody to know where to find out about all these gospel artists and where they perform. And so are you ready to present the award?
Yes, I am. For the Paul Heil Award in Broadcasting, nominees are Daniel Graves of Airwave Internet Radio.
Yes.
Jonathan Edwards of KWFC Springfield, Missouri. Ken and Jean Grady of Gospel Music Today. Les Butler of Solid Gospel 105. And Mickey Bell of This Week in Gospel Music. And the winner is...
The winner of the Paul Heil Award in Broadcasting is Les Butler, Solid Gospel 105.
Wow, what an honor. Thank you so much for this award, the Paul Heil Award in Broadcasting. Honestly, if the award would have been renamed Hold a Cup of Coffee for Paul Heil as he records his show award, I would have been happy to have won that. just to be associated with Paul in any way is
He is pouring Mr. Paul Howell a cup of coffee. Well, he just won. Y'all applaud in case he's listening. That's where you say,
Please make welcome back to our stage the host of this program, Jonathan Bond and Christy Sutherland.
Thank you.
are you enjoying the Diamond Awards? How many of your favorite people won so far? Well, if they didn't, you know you can vote next time. And if you don't vote, you can't complain. Okay. Anyway, okay, well, here's the deal. The talent show that we had a little earlier today, we have got together, we figured up all of tallied all the scores, and we found out who the finalists are.
The finalists are Becky Short, Tammy Smith, and the DC3 Trio. Y'all want to come on up?
We're going to do it again real slow. Becky
there they are.
Short, Tammy Smith, and the DC3 Trio. These three entered into the talent search, and all three of them have won first place, second place, and then runner-up. But the winner. But I can tell you that if the winner does not fulfill what they're supposed to over the year, then as a runner-up, you still a runner-up. But we're going to let you know right now that in third place, DC3 Trio. Okay, I said third place. Y'all know that. Okay. I'm excited too. Y'all did great. And for the runner-up, Becky Short. And the winner of the talent search today with his choice music is Miss Tammy Smith. Miss Tammy Smith will now be bringing you a song, and you'll see why that she won that.
God is so good. If you've been through something and He's brought you out, I want you to think about that when I sing this tonight. You may be down and feel like God has somehow forgotten that you are faced with circumstances you can't get through. And right now it seems there's no way out, and you're going under. But He's proven time and time again He'll take care of you. And He'll do it again. He'll do it again. He'll do it again. If you'll just take a look at where you are now and where you've been. Or hasn't He always come through for you? He's the same now as then. You may not know how, you may not know when, but He'll do it again. See, God, He knows the things you're going through, and He knows how you're hurting. You see, He knows exactly how your heart has been broken into. But He's the God of the stars and of the sun and of the sea, and He is your Father. He can calm the storm, so I know He's gonna find a way to fix this for you. Oh, and He'll do it again. He's gonna do it again. He'll do it again. If you'll just take a look at where you are now and where you've been. Oh, hasn't He always come through for you? He's the same now as then. You know that God has not changed. You may not know how, you may not know when, but He'll do it again. Oh, He's still God. Yes, He's still God. Oh, He is fighting for you. Oh, I know He's still God. Oh, yes, He's still God. And He will never change. I can tell you, I know He's God. Yes, He's still God. And He will fight this for you. Oh, just like Moses, just like Daniel, just like Shadrach, Meshach, Abednego, He'll do it again. He's gonna do it again. Oh, if you'll just take a look at where you are now and where you've been. Oh, hasn't He always come through for you? He's just the same today as He was then. You may not know how, you may not know when, but He'll do it again. May not know how, you may not know how, may not know when, you may not know when. I don't know how, and I don't know when. I just know my Bible tells me He's gonna do it again. He'll do it
Each known for ministry and humor and in song, please make welcome Nashville's Shannon Bunch and Sue Duffield.
Well, Sue, it is just an honor to be here with you tonight, and might I say how great you are looking.
In my new tie, and your scarf is just beautiful.
Yes.
It's wonderful. I worked all day on my hair. It seems that you did the same.
I did. I really did. You know, I've got a couple of qualms with the whole award show thing.
I'm sorry.
The first thing is they didn't ask us to sing on the award show.
No, I know that. And they probably were good at doing that because we're good at other things.
I don't know, because, you know, I was thinking that out of that trio that they did a while ago, that male trio, I could have sung the bass part. And see, some people say, well, I'm not a bass singer. That didn't stop Bill Gaither. Well, I know that we've got a lot of ground to cover, and when it comes to award shows and things like that, people tend to look at those as they did the first time that I sang in Columbia, South Carolina. I sang a couple of songs, opened up, and I said, I got so many songs to sing tonight, I really don't know where to start. There was a man toward the back, stood up, he said, somewhere toward the end be all right. So we're trying to move somewhere toward the end as quickly as we can here.
That would be a great thing to do, Shannon.
Would you like to share with us who the nominees for Trio of the Year are?
I think I shall. The Booth Brothers. Greater Vision. Karen Peck and New River. New Day and Tally Trio.
And this is the most anticipated part of the award show program because they get to see us. Sue Duffield and Shannon Bunch together on one stage.
Hold my heart.
And the winner for Trio of the Year is, shall we say it together?
Yes, we shall.
The Booth Brothers. What a hoot.
Hey guys, I'm Michael Booth.
I'm Ronnie.
I'm Jim. We're the Booth Brothers. Listen, we are so sorry that we couldn't be a part of the great celebration there for, we're going to be out here in California for the next week or so, but be home eventually. But listen, we wanted to thank you for the wonderful Quartet Award for the Ruby Award. Being quartet and the Ruby.
The Trio Award. It's a Trio Award, and it's the Diamond Awards, not the Ruby Awards.
Yeah. Anyway, thanks for.
They gave us the Trio.
We love quartet music, and even though we're not a quartet, we're happy to win Quartet of the Year, and we thank you for all that, sincerely, and thank you. We love rubies too.
You know, JFK, I believe, was the one that said, "There's always one that just don't get it."
That's the one that don't get it. Hey, thank you guys very much.
But I thought we did get it.
We did. Thank you very much. We're very grateful.
Thank you.
God bless.
Thanks, guys.
Please make them welcome Instrumentalist of the Year nominee, Zach Swain.
You know, it's amazing when a student follows you like that. I can't believe. Amazing. Can I tell you, y'all, I just got a phone call from Kim Bowling. Kim Bowling is Mike Bowling's sister-in-law. She's married to Jeff. And Kim said that Mike was responding there at the hospital. And said that there may be a skull fracture as well as some fractures there at the spine, like some of the different parts of the spine. I don't remember exactly. Also said that there was multiple lacerations to the face, but she asked that everybody please be praying for him because it is a big thing there. The doctors just talked with him, and it is a big thing. So I told her we would definitely be praying.
Yes.
We will do that right now.
Yes.
Could you pray with me? God, thank you for an awesome opportunity to be able to stand and proclaim your name, God. I thank you that we have an opportunity to bring to you any circumstance, any situation that we ever may encounter. As Tammy sang earlier, he'll do it again. My mind went back to what you've done for me when my back was broken in 9 places and how there's no way that we could have come through. You brought me through. And I thank you for that. And as Mike is in the hospital now and the other members that are there were several that were hurt in the accident. I know you are able, far more than able, to bring them through as well. And we're asking you, God, that you would be glorified there at the hospitals for people who don't even know you, that they would be able to say that there's no other way except the Almighty Creator of the universe. God, we thank you for allowing us to be part of you. We ask you to bless there at the hospital, that you would receive the glory, and we thank you for that in Jesus' name. Amen.
Well, now it's time to announce the male soloist nominees. Our nominees are Adam Crabb, Chris Hester, Ivan Parker, it's okay to clap, Jason Crabb, and Mark Bishop.
And the winner for Male Soloist of the Year, and I don't know exactly how he got this. He's not really been around a long time, hasn't done very much television either. Male Soloist is Jason Crabb.
I'm Jason. I had 2 boys in that group, man. That was pretty cool. I don't know anybody that is as talented and works any harder and that is any more anointed than Jason Crabb. I've watched him all his life, and God just put the special stuff on him, you know. And I'm honored to accept this on behalf of him tonight. God bless you, and he's going to be real tickled about that.
Christian country male artist nominees are David Cook, Dr. J.D. Brown, Jason Crabb, Shane Roark, Tracy Lawrence.
And the winner is Jason Crabb.
As Gomer Pyle once said, Shazam. Jason put a song on his new album, and it's real. Some people thought it was a little controversial, but it has been real positive about a guy that goes into a church and he's not welcome. And the name of the song is Somebody Like Me, and they've been playing it on country television. So thank y'all. He's going to be tickled to death about this. God bless you.
Nominated for Album of the Year and Sunrise Award, here is Praise Inc. and Top 5 Quartet Jericho with First Day in Heaven.
Saying, how do you do? It's a confess I hated to awake. It was an angel at the great pearly gate. St. Peter said, well, hello there, where have you been? We've got your mansion ready, so come on in. And then he rang for an angel to act as a guide.
He spread his wings a time or two and learned how to fly.
It's a great, great morning, your first day in heaven when you stroll down Golden Avenue. Every mansion's left and right, and you thrill to every side, and the saints put on his smile and saying, how do you do? It's a great, great morning, your first day in heaven when you realize your work days are through. You'll be glad you were not idle, took time to read the Bible. It's a great morning, great morning, what a happy day.
One of tonight's proud sponsors is ChristianDigitalDownloads.com, where you can find the latest Southern gospel music to download straight to your computer. Last year's winner for Video of the Year and nominated again for Duet of the Year, please make welcome Donna Strong and Brenda Maceros of Hearts of Faith.
Thank you. You know, an instrumentalist is a vital part of our industry, and this year there are so many fantastically nominated nominees that there was actually a tie, and there are 6 on the nominee list. And those nominees are
Gordon Moat,
Kelly Back,
Jeff Stice,
Jonathan Presnell, who's been doing a lot of background work at this event as well,
Roy Webb,
and the guy you heard a few moments ago, Zach Swain. And the instrumentalist of the year for 2010 is Gordon Moat.
Hey everybody, I just want to thank you for this award. It means a lot to me. Thank you to SGN and all the people who make this possible. I wish I could be with you this evening. My brother is actually getting married, and so we're all together in the Atlanta area celebrating the wedding, and it's a pretty exciting time for us. But we appreciate your prayers. We appreciate the support that you guys have given this ministry. I thank God for the gift of music and for folks like you who love it too. Thank you so much.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something about Gordon Moat? It's really funny. We were looking for, as Young Harmony, we were looking for
Sorry. It's what you get for working with a blonde.
New
I didn't
people.
have it plugged in.
Actually, Gordon Moat, as we were looking for a keyboard player, and he was playing for whatever that group is there out of Indiana. He talked to me about the job, and the only thing that kept him from getting it is part of the job of the keyboard player was that they had to help us drive, and he can't see well during the day, he said. So we have our standards.
You are not right.
Here's an old song, and I named this group, and I got in trouble for it, so I'm not going to call them that, but what I did call them was Beauty and the Beastuses, but they said I can't do that. But anyway, this song was written... Oh. This song was... You talk to him.
Okay. He's in trouble with the boss man. That's right. You just sit on down. This song was written by Audrey. Well, I see why you had me say this. It looks like a Russian name. Sarsnikov?
It's Servanofikov.
Oh, yeah, right. Anyway, it was originally recorded by the Happy Goodmans. And tonight, singing God Walks the Dark Hills, we have Brenda Denny of Second Generation, Steve Brigdom of Firm Foundation, Mr. Branson GMC, Rod Burton, and homecoming great Mike Allen.
Yeah. Sing now.
God walks the dark hills, the ways, the highways. He walks through the billows of life's troubled sea. He walks in the cold, dark nights, the shadows of midnight. God walks the dark hills to guide you and me. God walks the dark hills to guide my footsteps. He walks everywhere, by night and by day. He walks in silence on down the highway. God walks the dark hills to show you the way. God walks in the storm, the rain, the sunshine. He walks in the shadows and the glimmering lights. He helps us walk up the mountains, across the rivers and valleys. God walks the dark hills to guide you and me. God walks the dark hills to guide my footsteps. He walks everywhere, by night and by day. He walks in silence on down the highway. God walks the dark hills to show you the way. He walks in silence on down the highway. God walks the dark hills to show me the way.
Y'all like that a lot? Was that good? Ooh, all she needed was a handkerchief to wave and she'd have been gone, amen? Hey, I want to invite, if I'm Mr. whatever that was, what'd you call me?
It wasn't me,
something or
sir.
other?
No, sir, it wasn't me.
Mr. Branson. Well, I'd like to invite Mrs. Branson to come up then. Make welcome Kelly to come up here. Come on up here. She's always doing that and it just messes me up.
As usual, I'm one step ahead of you. Just kidding.
And I like it that way, so it's all right. Go ahead.
Hey, we have a special message we need to give. I don't know where Stone Carter is. How many of you have heard Stone Carter sing with the J. Stone Singers this week?
Boy's good, ain't he?
It is his 16th birthday today, so we just want to tell him we love him and happy birthday to Stone.
On three. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday, Stone. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, we've got 2 exciting categories to present. The first one is the video or DVD of the year. Do you want to do the winners?
I'd be glad to.
We didn't have it together before we got up here. All right, nominated for video or DVD, we have Reunion by the Gaither Vocal Band, The Crab Finale by the Crab Family, Hinson's Live by the Freemans, Me Against It by the Mercy Mountain Boys, and Live at the Oak Tree by Crab Revival. You have to.
And the winner is, for video DVD, Reunion, the Gaither Vocal Band.
Now, they're backstage somewhere, right? No?
I saw him somewhere.
No. I thought maybe they showed up at the last second. Sorry about that. Sorry if you got excited. All right, well, let's go ahead and do one more category since we're out here.
Okay.
This is for Quartet of the Year.
I don't have another hand. I can't do this.
Men.
Give him a hand.
You really should learn how to multitask. Quartet of the Year, we have Brian Free and Assurance.
Yeah.
The Gaither Vocal Bands.
Yeah.
Gold City.
Yeah.
Jericho.
Yeah.
And Triumphant Quartet.
Yeah.
And the winner is...
For Quartet of the Year, the Gaither Vocal Band. I know I saw him over here somewhere. Where they at? Where they at? Who dat?
Hey, I'm sorry that we can't be there tonight. The vocal band is all over the place, and it's hard to keep them corralled in the summertime. But we are honored, and we want to give thanks to the Diamond Awards folks. You honor us. We have worked very, very hard, and I hope that we have deserved it. But to be in the category of all of those folks makes us feel highly, highly honored. Thank you very, very much, and I wish that we could be there. And as our new song says, we are greatly blessed, highly favored, and imperfect but forgiven child of God. And with that, we say thank you very much for including us. Have a good evening.
Make a special welcome for the founder of SGN Scoops Digital Magazine, Alan Smith.
Well, good evening, folks. It's been a year since I've been here, I guess. A little bit different circumstances now. And I'm happy to be here, though. I'm enjoying the Diamond Awards. How about you?
Hey.
Amen. You know, SGN Scoops did not start the Diamond Awards. There's a lot of people think that we did, but we didn't. It was actually started by Voice Magazine several years ago. And then a few years ago, Voice Magazine just simply went out of business. And I had been praying about an awards program for SGN Scoops. And the Lord reminded me that I knew one of the owners of Voice Magazine. So I went and talked to him about SGN Scoops taking over the Diamond Awards. And he said, well, I need to talk to my partner. Come and see me in about a month. And we did. And the answer was yes, you can have the Diamond Awards. And we've been thrilled about it. And we've worked with it for several years now. And as some of you know, that last year, because of my health, Rob Patz took over both SGN Scoops and the Diamond Awards. Let's give him a big hand tonight. Amen. I am absolutely thrilled with what he's done with the magazine and absolutely thrilled with what he's been doing with the Diamond Awards. Amen. And I'm supposed to give an award here tonight. That's why I put my glasses on so I could see what I was reading. And Rob, I did find my glasses. I talked to him earlier and I couldn't find them, but they're here now. Going to present the Sunrise Award, and I do have one complaint up here, though. Why is it that everybody else, there's been two up here, and I have to come up by myself? All right, Jonathan. Jonathan and I are buddies. I'm happy for that. And you know, I've always liked the Sunrise Award. It's been a special award to me. And the reason it's been a special award to me, wow, you're going to make me look bad. The reason it's been a special award to me is it's presented to upcoming groups. And we have found down through the years that it has been a special blessing to those upcoming groups. We have seen big-time promoters who have come to the Diamond Awards and they have started promoting the winner of the Sunrise Award. We have seen
big record company executives come to the Diamond Awards and see a Sunrise Award recipient and sign them to a record label or their record contract. So this is really special to me. And get the nominees up here. You want to help me read the nominees?
Sure.
Okay, the first one is Second Generation.
Firm Foundation Quartet.
Gigi and Randy Burgess.
The Ladd Family.
And Praise Incorporated. And the winner of this year's Sunrise Award is Second Generation. Well deserved.
Wow, we are so excited. Wow, and our mom is here. Yeah! That makes it even better because our mom is here. But gosh, Jimmy Jam, we love what we do.
Yes.
Thank you so much, fans. It's hard for us to even say fans, but we thank God. We love to minister to people, and we started this journey in 2005, and we're excited for what is ahead. And thank you so much.
Yes,
Are you excited, Jimmy?
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm shocked.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Well, we've got another all-star group coming up here to sing another classic. Singing Look for Me at Jesus' Feet is Anthony Facello of Beyond the Ashes, Chris Unthank of Sunday Edition, and Mike Helwig of the Williamsons. Make them welcome.
If I leave this world of sorrow sometime before you do, just look for me in heaven and we'll talk all the ages through. But if at first you fail to see me, let me tell you where I'll be. I'll be thanking Christ, my Savior, for saving a wretch like me. Don't look neath the gates of pearl. Don't look on the streets of gold. Don't look by the walls of jasper, nor among the many sights untold. For I've been longing and I've been waiting for the precious Holy One to lead. There I'll be through the countless ages. Look for me at Jesus' feet. But if you should reach that city before my time has come, oh, perhaps you'd like to greet me win my race. Down here it is run. Just wait, for I'll soon be coming across life's ebbing sea. And I'll tell you now, my brother, where to wait for me. Don't look beneath the gates of pearl. Don't look on the streets of gold. Don't look by the walls of jasper, or among the many signs untold. For I've been lonely and I've been waiting for the precious Holy One to meet. There I'll pay through the countless ages. Look for me at Jesus' feet. For I've been longing and I've been waiting for the precious Holy One to meet. And there I'll hang through the countless ages. Look for me at Jesus' feet.
Amen.
What an awesome job. Awesome job. And what an awesome song written years and years and years ago and still being sang today. That's tremendous. Tremendous. We are about to let you know the nominees for Duet of the Year. I would first like to tell you exactly what duet means. What? I wasn't through. Duet is, a lot of people think just because two people are singing, that's a duet. That's not a duet. Duet is when one person is singing lead and the other person is what?
Singing harmony.
Hey, singing harmony.
I didn't know you were looking at me.
I was looking at you.
I'm sorry.
And everybody's looking at us. It's embarrassing.
Why are they looking at us?
Because that lied. The duets nominees are Aaron and Amanda Crabb,
Destin and Kayla.
Gigi and Randy Burgess,
Hearts of Faith.
Wendy Word and Forgiven.
Ooh, do I get to present the winner?
But I already know who it is.
Oh. And the winner of what's this called?
Duet.
What is a duet?
It is.
The winner of the Duet Award goes to Aaron and Amanda Crabb.
Thank y'all. Aaron and Amanda now are working for the John Hagee Ministries. They're doing praise and worship for them. So that's one less I don't have to worry about on a bus, thank God. But they have a tremendous ministry there, and they are going to absolutely be thrilled. And on their behalf, I want to say thanks to everybody that voted for them and support them. And they have a new album that just came out. God bless y'all.
We have a new album that just came out too. And we're here. Hey, you know, can I tell you something about, as we go this week, we all try to look like pretty and stuff, and so not everybody can pull it off, and I'm glad that I can do it. So, it's just bad lifetimes. I wasn't through. Anyway, I had a tie. We had to wear pink, and so what I did is I sat down and I put together some colors, and I just crafted a one-of-a-kind tie. And this, if you notice this here, the way the lines run, it's very, it's neat. Not everybody can do a one-of-a-kind tie, but I did this one right here, and I hope that y'all. Sit down. He's with the band. It's two of a kind. Hope nobody else here has one. Anyway, we're going to talk to you about the male soloist category.
No, we already did that. We're supposed to introduce Lou Hildreth. She's hardly a male soloist. She is gorgeous.
She is. Okay. Every time you've watched gospel music television, every award show that I've ever been to, not that I've won, just the ones I've been to, she's always been there, and she's always been a tremendous help. She's been in gospel music for over 10 years, and tremendous at everything that she puts her hands to. God has truly blessed her. This is Miss Lou Hildreth.
Thank you, Christy. Thank y'all. Well, what a nice introduction. I've got to take a look at all you people. How wonderful to see you. This is a great occasion. Love being here. I've been doing this Lou Hildreth Award since 1986, but Jonathan said I'd been in gospel music a long time, and I'm thinking like 60 years or so. Now, I know I don't look 60, but yes, I've been doing gospel music for 60 years. The Lou Hildreth Award is very dear to me, and the reason is because it is given to an industry person, a behind-the-scenes person, artists and musicians, and oh, I love them. I truly do that. But there are people behind the scenes who work and do the work, and they better do the work because that's what makes the wheels go round. Now we all know, and we've heard it, and this has been a wonderful week of praising God and thanking God, and that's where all of our hearts are. And I did want to quote you a scripture because I just can't walk on a platform without quoting something from the Word of God. And we all know John 3:16, for by grace are you saved. Of course we know. But I found this week, I didn't know it was in the Bible. I found another scripture on grace. It's John 1:16. From the fullness of his grace, we have all received one blessing after another. Is that not a fact? And yes, we are blessed, blessed, blessed. Yes. So back to the Lou Hildreth Award, and I'm going to give it to a very, very special person. But it is given to someone in the industry who makes a difference, who's out there serving and making it all happen. And I've given it over the years to the Day When people, Ed Leonard and the guy that runs that Harper agency, one of the booking people. Well, all the booking people are very special to me because in Nashville, I was the first woman to own an artist agency, and you talk about hard work and getting your praying bones on, you do that big time. So booking people, artist management, record labels, media people, they're all special to me, and that's why I love these people, these Rob Patz, little old Kelly. Kelly, she's the nicest thing and knows media. Great, works her head off. I love industry people. I'm going to give this Lou Hildreth Award tonight to a man who's been my friend many years and who's done many, many great things and is right on the edge of doing spectacular things for gospel music, Bill Traylor. He's the busiest man in the world, and he drove like mad to get here. And I know that, and I'm so glad he's here. Bill Traylor, who's president of Mansion Entertainment, right here in Branson, president of Mansion Entertainment.
Hey, sweetie.
How about that?
Is this mine?
This is your award.
Thank you, Lou. Well, stay here with me a second. Folks, thank you so much for all of this. Thank you for your thoughts. In 1974, I walked into the National Quartet Convention because some friends in my hometown in Ashland, Kentucky suggested, because I loved to sing and I was a new Christian, and they said, go down and see what that's all about. I had no idea. I didn't even know what Southern gospel music was. So I walked in and I was just mesmerized by it all, fell in love with it, grabbed up every magazine, periodical I possibly could. The next year I went back and entered the talent contest there as a singer, and the year after that, I called Lou Hildreth because I heard that this lady was a powerful person in gospel music and I needed to know her. I called her up and I said, I'd like to come down and talk with you. And she gave me the time and put me on a concert stage and encouraged me, put me on her television show. And from that day forward, literally in 1976, I've been involved in gospel music, and God has blessed me so very much. And I learned there was something, I don't know where I heard it, or I believe God gave it to me. I don't know if it's through another person or just in my own head, but I've always believed that you can measure the integrity of a person by the way they treat people who can do nothing for them. Think about that for a moment. You can measure the integrity of a person by the way they treat people who can do nothing for them. And this lady, I couldn't do anything for her, but she gave me not only the time of day, but gave me her friendship. And over all these years, I'm so grateful for it. Lou, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Let me make one. Oh, thank you, Bill. Hey, read this. Can you read that?
I didn't bring my glasses.
Okay, I'll read it. I'll read it. In your program book, on page 12, is the story behind the Lou Hildreth Award. And
I've got brown hair.
yeah,
and a brown beard.
And there you are.
Wow.
Actually, Bill Traylor helped create the Lou Hildreth Award and named it. I know he gave it the Lou Hildreth name, and it's been a blessing. Here's what I say in one of my articles for Scoops. It is my heart's desire. Listen to this, Bill, because here's where I am, dear, and you know that. It is my heart's desire that the Lou Hildreth Award will encourage and inspire young men and women to choose a career in Christian music and serve the industry with passion for the glory of God.
Amen.
There we are.
Thank you.
That's enough. Thank you. Thank you.
That's awesome. Thank you, Miss Lou. And I could have got that award a lot quicker than he got up here, but I would like to ask all of you if you would just stand with me. No, not now, in a little bit. I'll tell you when. Y'all be seated. That's good, isn't it?
Yeah, that was good.
I love it. Actually, in 1986, there were these two guys, they're brothers. They did a lot of writing, but one song got national attention, and from 1986 till now, it's still a major song. Still a major song. You may know that I'm talking about Chuck and Greg Day. They had a song that was recorded by Gold City several years ago in 1986, and the song was Midnight Cry.
And here to sing Midnight Cry for us tonight, we have Mark Mathis, Brian Clark of Cross Point, Jonathan Edwards of Ascension Quartet, and Darren Hebert of the Williamsons.
I hear the sound of a mighty rushing wind. It's closer now than it's ever been. I can almost hear the trumpet as Gabriel sounds the call at the midnight cry. We'll be going home when Jesus steps out on a cloud to call his children. The dead in Christ will rise to meet him in the air, and then those that remain will be quickly changed at the midnight cry when Jesus comes again. Oh, I look around me, I see prophecies fulfilling, and the signs of the time, they're appearing everywhere. I can almost hear the Father saying, "Son, go get my children." At the midnight cry, the dead in Christ will rise when Jesus steps out on a cloud to call his children. The dead in Christ will rise to meet him in the air, and then those that remain will be quickly changed at the midnight cry when Jesus comes again. Those that remain will be quickly changed at the midnight cry when Jesus comes again. At the midnight cry when Jesus comes again. When Jesus comes
I guess that's me, isn't it? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I put the order together and still don't know what to do. I think I'm presenting the album of the year. You guys have that back there?
It's the album of the year.
Album of the year?
Yeah.
No?
No.
What is it?
What is this? What's he doing? It's the publisher's choice.
It's you?
Yeah.
Well, that's not how I put it in the order.
Well, I'm the publisher. I made the choice.
I guess money talks.
By the way, just while we got him up on stage, this gentleman has put a tireless amount of work into this program tonight. I am so thrilled not only to call him a friend, but just a guy that I love to hang out with. Please, just for a second, I want to thank Mr. Jonathan Edwards for the work he has done tonight. If you've enjoyed the music so far, please let him know. I started coming to Branson about a year ago, of course, for last year for the Branson Gospel Music Convention. I fell in love with this town. And when we started to work on the Diamond Awards for this year, I wanted to add a category that was the Publisher's Choice Award, and it would honor a local individual who we think is doing a lot for the music industry and for the city of Branson. And it was easy from the start to figure out who that was. If you asked anybody who they thought of when they thought of honoring someone from Branson, the name would come out that we're going to honor tonight. And that says a lot about somebody when not just one person, maybe not just two people, but 3 or 4 people, or 6 or 7 or 10 or 12 or 15 or 20 people will tell you the same name first off, because you'll ask them for a list. So please welcome to the stage the 2010 Publisher's Choice Award winners, Bud and Linda Lynn.
Yeah.
Hey.
Well, we're excited. Thank you.
Oh, we are so. This is amazing. I had no idea. We are so. We're so blessed, and thank you, Rob. We love you all, and we sure am glad that you're here in Branson, and we're so happy that this convention is here. Revival next year. That's wonderful.
Well, I just want to thank you all. I love Rod and Kelly and Rob. You've all been really, really precious, and we're really surprised. I'm so glad I dressed up. Woo! Thank you.
We love you. Thank you.
Am I in the right place now? Somebody tell me where I'm at. Let me explain something to you. It takes a lot to get all these guys to wear pink. Bobby, stand up. Look at that pink tie. That's sharp. But we are doing that in honor of breast care awareness, and that is a great cause that has touched many of our lives and touched many in our family. And we pray that someday that everything will be taken care of. And that's why we're wearing pink. So some of you think, why in the world are these guys wearing pink ties and pink shirts and all that? That's just to explain that. Now I'm supposed to present the album of the year. You got that for me? All right. That's pretty good. All right. Just Hovey Lister Songbook got that to you? All right. I'm not doing album of the year. I'm doing mixed group of the year. Is that what's on the screen? Album of the year. How about I just read it from the screen? Can I do that? The nominees for the 2010 Diamond Awards for Album of the Year: Almost Morning, The Perrys; Footsteps of Life, Firm Foundation; what is that? Graveyard Revival, Dr. J.D. Brown, he's here tonight. Yeah, It's All About Him, Praise Inc., Journey Through the Sky, His Song. And the winner is The Perrys, Almost Morning.
Whoa! Hey, thank you guys so much. What an honor. When you're putting an album together, these are the kind of things you dream about. And knowing that your music touches so many people and being awarded for it is a pretty humbling experience. So, man, from all the peers, we want to thank you. Thanks to our producer, Wayne Hahn, record company Dave Wynn, and all the people that are involved in what we do.
And most of all, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
One of the new things this year is adding the Christian Country Music Awards. And tell folks how you came about adding that to the Diamond Awards for 2002.
Well, look at me. I look country, don't I?
No. You're from Washington.
That's country.
Yeah.
That's U.S. country.
It's almost Canada.
It is almost Canada. Not quite. We'll work on that later. We really believe truly in the Christian country genre, and we are excited tonight to honor them with a great song. And you know what? I'm going to let Jonathan announce the song. But we really are. We're excited. Scoops Magazine has been really reaching out to the Christian country community, and we believe it is a great genre of music, and we're excited about it. Are you excited?
Hey, I'm excited. And I got the chance to hear this. Instead of a quartet, Christian country music has soloists, duets, trios, not really the quartet things. We decided to put some people together and do a great classic Christian country song, Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Anybody know that song? So make welcome Wendy Word, the Wilsons, David Cook, Jeff, kick it off. Let's go. Here we go. Will the Circle Be Unbroken?
I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day when I saw the birds come rolling for to carry my mother away. So will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky.
As I followed close behind her,
trying so hard to stay brave,
but I could not hold my sorrow, laid her in the grave.
Circle be unbroken
go tonight. Amen.
Make welcome to the stage, Miss Ann Downing.
What? Hi. Am I kin to y'all or something? You look great. I would accept you as kinfolks. You look great. I love this award. It's for Mixed Group of the Year. What? I dropped a paper on the floor. Oh. Would y'all like to know who is nominated for who are the 5 finalists in the Mixed Group of the Year? I thought that they ought to give a long-awaited award to the Downings. It's the best mixed group, but that was before most of y'all were born, so nobody would remember. So just in case you would want to know who are, and these are phenomenal nominees. Good grief. This is the Hall of Fame right here. The 5 nominees are final. What? People keep talking. Are we supposed to talk to them when they talk to us? Y'all, I'd love to talk to y'all. Come to my booth and buy my new CD. The mixed group nominees are the Hoppers, the Isaacs, Karen Peck and New River, that sweet little old thing, the McCamies, everybody loves people, and the Perrys. Now, you tell me, is that not a great lineup? Do we have winners? I think we have a winner. Are you ready to hear who wins this award for Mixed Group of the Year? The Diamond Awards goes to the Isaacs. Isn't that great? I'm not sure they're here or not, but I know one thing. They're going to be proud to receive this, I'm sure, because it comes from the people, and that's great. Okay? Bye.
And I'm Sonia.
Can I keep this?
You can, actually. And thank you for your Mixed Group of the Year as a soloist. Okay, she mentioned the Hoppers, and it made us think about this next song. Well, and our paper showed us that too. But anyway.
There's a great song called Shoutin' Time that was originally recorded by the Hoppers. And tonight, singing Shoutin' Time, we have Jimmy Hoskins of Second Generation, Liz McMillan of McMillan and Life, Sharona Carter of the J. Stone Singers, and Anthony Davis of Firm Foundation.
And go to Jesus. He will embrace me in his arms, in the arms of Christ my Savior. Oh, there are 10,000 charms. It's shouting time in heaven. A sinner once lost is found. It's shouting time in heaven. Salvation has been brought down. No wonder the angels rejoice to know my sins have been covered by the crimson flow. And now I'm feeling fine. I'm walking on the highway with my Lord. My name is written down in the courts above. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. Come ye weary, heavy laden, lost and ruined by the fall. If you tarry till you're better, you will never come at all. angels rejoice to know my sins have been covered by the crimson flow, and now I'm feeling fine. I'm walking on the highway with my Lord. My name is written down in the courts above. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. It's shouting time in heaven. A sinner once lost is found. It's shouting time in heaven. Salvation has been brought down. No wonder the angels rejoice to know my sins have been covered by the crimson flow, and now I'm feeling fine. And I'm walking on the highway with my Lord. My name is written down in the courts above. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. No wonder the angels rejoice to know my sins have been covered by the crimson flow, and now I'm feeling fine. And I'm walking on the highway with my Lord. My name is written down in the courts above. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. I said it's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. It's shouting time in heaven. A sinner once lost is found. It's shouting time in heaven. Salvation has been brought down. No wonder the angels rejoice to know my sins have been covered by the crimson flow, and now I'm feeling fine. And I'm feeling fine. I'm walking on the highway. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. Well, no wonder the angels rejoice. The angels rejoice to know. And our sins are covered. I'm walking on the highway. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. I said it's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting sinner once lost is found. It's shouting time in heaven. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No wonder the angels rejoice. The angels rejoice to know my sins are covered. I'm walking on the highway with my Lord. My name is written down in the courts above. It's shouting time in heaven. Oh yes, it's shouting time. Well, no wonder the angels rejoice. The angels rejoice to know.
Awesome.
Stay here, guys.
Shouting time in heaven. We're here to let you know about the nominees for Song of the Year. A nominee for Song of the Year is Hold On, written by McCrae Dove, recorded by the Dove Brothers. If You Knew Him by Joseph Habedank and Ronnie Griffin, recorded by the Perrys. Mercy Leads, written by Kenna Turner West, Sue C. Smith, and Stephanie Busada, recorded by Sisters. Somebody Died for Me, written by Christy Sutherland, royalty, and Kyle Matthews, recorded by Triumphant Quartet, and also recorded by Christy Sutherland. What Children Believe, written by Brent Lamb, Jerry Solly, and James Isaac Elliott, recorded by Gold City. And the winner is Mercy Leads, written by Kenna Turner West, Sue C. Smith, and Stephanie Busadak. Recorded by sisters. As a fellow writer, why don't you do the honors?
Well, I know Sue Smith. I know she will be so excited to receive this. And I haven't met Kenna Turner West or
she's awesome.
And I've heard of Stephanie. How do you say it? Busada. I was just excited to be in a group of such great writers. I know they're going to be very excited. Awards from the fans are the best. We'll make sure they get this.
Thank you. How many of you have enjoyed the band we've had tonight? Amazing, amazing. The band we tried to get were busy, and so these guys filled in, but they're good. Just kidding. Actually, I want to make welcome back to the stage the Broadway Baptist Band and Choir.
No, they're not singing now. They're done. It's us. Actually.
And all of the nominees present and the color guards.
Is the color guard here?
You know, you've heard books for dummies. Programs for dummies is what I'm writing after tonight. Let me just tell you that. Hey, Rob, step up here. Rob Patz.
Thank you so much.
The publisher of...
they gave me a mic again.
Of Scoops Magazine.
I've been up here way too much. I've noticed that.
It's been a great night.
It has been. I've been thrilled. Hey, listen, before we do this, I want to thank each and every one of you. We don't have time to thank everybody who's backstage, but I want to thank Kelly Burton, of course, my great editor. I want to thank Brenda Denny, who I can't find anywhere. I want to thank this man, Jonathan Edwards. Do I have to? Jonathan Edwards.
Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, and Jonathan Bond, who is, by the way, a great sponsor. I'm just teasing. And wherever Christy Sutherland is, Christy, thank you so much, hon. You've done a great job. We're so excited to have you here.
Yeah, Jonathan Edwards is on my mind today, I guess.
I couldn't do this without all these people. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't even want to try, because what you see behind me are really the people that believe in what we're doing. I'm just one guy. I can't do it by myself. It wouldn't come off anywhere close to this wonderful. But these people believe in the vision that we have. And I said I wasn't going to cry, so I'm not going to, because I'm going to end it really quick. But these people are fantastic. They are true friends. They truly believe in the vision that we have. And I am so honored to be able to call them friends and colleagues. So thank you so much for coming and being a part of the 2010 Diamond Awards. We appreciate you so much, because without you downloading the magazine each month, we wouldn't be doing this. So I appreciate each and every one of you. And if I could hug each of you tonight, I would, but I don't have time for that, so just consider this the hug. Okay, no hugs? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. By the way, we're going to take it out now. Jonathan Edwards is going to lead us.
I think it's appropriate, and we want to remind you, please stay seated. We've got some great Southern gospel music coming up in just a moment, so you'll want to stay put. Kenny Bishop will be back. I know Blackwood Quartet's going to be here. Eric Henson's going to be here, so stay put if you will. But, you know, we live in a country that's free, that allows us to come to a city like this and sing great gospel music. And we started off with the national anthem and the color guard, and I think it would be just great if we would end with God Bless America. Would you stand to your feet and join us and help us lift it up? God Bless America. Ready?
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains.
Mr. Branson Gospel Music Convention.
Have y'all enjoyed yourself tonight? Give them another big hand. Was that a lot of fun? That was good, wasn't it? We have got just a whole bunch of gospel music getting ready to kick off for you right now. As well, not right now, because if I called them up now, they would be like a stampede that would go through there, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt. But would you make welcome to the stage right here in a minute a group that comes from up around the Springfield, Missouri area. Anybody know where Springfield, Missouri is? That's not too far away, is it? No, that's not too far away. This is a great quartet. We've had the pleasure of working with these guys and spending some time with them on a cruise. And if you haven't lived until you've seen Jonathan Edwards eat on a cruise, woo, doggy. Yeah, or ride a motor scooter through Nassau, yeah. Would you make welcome to the stage the Ascension Quartet?
Four tracks, boy. Travis.
Hear ye, people of all nations. We have all been called to spread the word. Tell the whole world of His mercy and His love, so that they might come to know the Master that we serve. Come one, come all, receive His holy offer. Eternal life is ours if we obey. His commandment and decree is serve Him faithfully. That's the message we must share to all the world today. Oh, we represent the King. He's the reason that we sing. The life we live is dedicated to His majesty. From His mighty throne, He rules by grace alone. We're here to praise His name in everything. We represent the King. Oh, we represent the King. He's the reason that we sing. The life we live is dedicated to His majesty. From His mighty throne, He rules by grace alone. We're here to praise His name in everything. We represent the King. From His mighty throne, He rules by grace alone. We're here to praise His name in everything. We represent the King. We represent the King. The
Come on, help us out now.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. The things of this world can't bring me down. I'm gonna stand until the trumpet sounds, until He comes some sweet day. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. Yes, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way.
Now you may think I'm a little different just by the way I live my life. What I have living inside me I would trade for all you've got. Jesus has become my refuge, and every day I'll live for Him.
All I want is to walk a little closer, feeling His love from deep within. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. The things in this world can't bring me down. I'm gonna stand until the trumpet sounds, until He comes some sweet day. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. Yes, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way.
Sometimes it seems like a little trouble comes along when you're doing good, but the Christian life comes a testing, never gone the way you think it should. Put your trust in the Savior, with His help you can make it through. For I found a friend in Jesus, and the love that is pure and true. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. The things of this world can bring me down. I'm gonna stand until the trumpet sounds, until He comes some sweet day. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. Yes, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to live my life in the Christian way. I'm gonna do whatever it takes. The serpent's undefeated foe. He's gonna make short work of the devil. He's gonna put a joyful into all our sickness and woe. Don't worry what the future brings. There's something He wants you to know. He's gonna make short work of the devil when He comes and sits upon His throne.
Jesus the Messiah was walking with His angels out into the wilderness, when the devil came up beside Him and said, you must be hungry, won't you turn these stones into bread? And then He tried to make Him show Himself as Messiah, long before the Father's plan. Then He said, if you bow down right here before me, all these kingdoms will be right in your hand.
He's gonna make
short work of the devil, for the serpent's undefeated foe. He's gonna make short work of the devil. He's gonna put a joyful into all our sickness and woe. Don't worry what the future brings. There's something He wants you to know. He's gonna make short work of the devil when He comes and sits upon His throne.
When Plan A unfolded, they knew they had to kill Him, so they rounded up the Pharisee band. Then they hung Him on a cross, and there He suffered loss, so they thought they had Him well in hand. Then the stone was rolled away the very third day, just exactly as the prophet said. Then He rose up to heaven, and seated by His Father, He said, I'm gonna see you again.
He's gonna make
short work of the devil, for the serpent's undefeated foe. He's gonna make short work of the devil. He's gonna put a joyful into all our sickness and woe. Don't worry what the future brings. There's something He wants you to know. He's gonna make short work of the devil when He comes and sits upon His throne. He's gonna make short work of the devil when He comes and sits upon His throne. Working side by side, one caught up, the other left behind, rising up then to join the bride, changed in the twinkling of an eye, gathered for their meeting in the clouds. When He comes back with a shout, Gabriel sounds his trumpet loud, we'll be heaven bound. Yes, we're Going to a meeting in the sky with the dead in Christ and those alive. No one knows the time or day when we shall be called away. But when we hear that trumpet sound
and feel our feet start to leave the ground,
there'll be no time to say goodbye. We're going to a meeting in the sky. When there's no time for delay for you, this just might be the day when death shall come. You passed away for you, and then we'll be too late. He will come like a thief in the night, but you're not ready if your heart's not right. We'll be gone and you will find that you've been left behind. Yes, we're going to a meeting in the sky with the dead in Christ and those alive. No one knows the time or day when we shall be called away. But when we hear that trumpet sound
and feel our feet start to leave the ground,
there'll be no time to say goodbye. We're going to a meeting in the sky. Yes, we're going to a meeting in the sky with the dead in Christ and those alive. No one knows the time or day when we shall be called away. But when we hear that trumpet sound
and feel our feet start to leave the ground,
there'll be no time to say goodbye. We're going to a meeting in the sky. There'll be no time to say goodbye. We're going to a meeting in the sky. Yes, we're going to a meeting in the sky with the dead in Christ and those alive. No one knows the time or day when we shall be called away. But when we hear that trumpet sound
and feel our feet start to leave the ground,
there'll be no time to say goodbye. We're going to a meeting in the sky. There'll be no time to say goodbye. We're going to a meeting in the sky. I believe America's the greatest country in the world, don't you folks? No, not that one. Stop it. Hold that. I can't sing that one. Well, you're going to hear every soundtrack we have, I think. You got it? Are you there? Piece of cloth. You find that? If I had my remote, I could find it for you. I believe America's the greatest country in the world, folks. I believe America's great because God has chosen to bless our great land. And I pray each and every day He doesn't remove His hand of blessing off of our land. Listen to this great patriotic song.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesty, above the fruited plain. America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea.
Thank you. You may be seated. The morning song of a vibrant city is interrupted by the scream of jet engines as an off-course, hijacked jet airliner smashes into a towering office building. Fire and smoke stain the skyline. And then the unbelievable is repeated. Another jet diving into the Twin Tower. There's no place to go. People jumping, holding hands. The roar of crashing concrete and twisted steel. But at the top of the tower, a piece of cloth is ripped from its standard, and it falls slowly to the ground. It now lies in the dust and debris. Red and white stripes begin to smolder.
its field of blue curls into flame. White stars turn to black ash. This isn't just any piece of cloth that's burning. This is the freedom banner of America. This is the flag of the United States. But hear this piece of cloth has faced the enemy before. Our flag, she's no stranger to battle. No, she first heard the roar of cannon and musket at Concord, at Lexington, and Valley Forge. She flew from Saddle Mount as Teddy Roosevelt led those Rough Riders of San Juan Hill. Civil War swept across our great nation, but Old Glory kept flying at Gettysburg, Appomattox, and Richmond. World War I, from the forest of the Argonne to the white crosses of Flanders Field, our flag still flying. World War II, from Pearl Harbor to Normandy to an island in the South Pacific called Iwo Jima, where some tired, battle-weary Marines lifted that flag so the rest of the world would know that Americans will be free. At the 38th parallel in Korea, in the jungles and rice paddies of Vietnam, from Desert Storm to the Trade Center towers in New York City, the cost has been high, but the price has been met. From the caves of Afghanistan to the deserts of Iraq, from Ground Zero to the Pentagon to that farm field in Pennsylvania, let every terrorist know that you can tear it down, you can rip it to pieces, you can trample it, and you can burn it, but you can't destroy the faith or the strength or the purpose of the people that this piece of cloth represents. So the next time you see it, don't be ashamed if a tear comes to your eye or if your heart beats just a little faster. Stand up, stand tall, and say it loud. We are one nation under God.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. His truth is marching on.
The Ascension Quartet, give them a big hand. Amen. What a great song. What a great song. Hey, coming to the stage now from my home state of Kentucky. Anybody here from Kentucky? Whoa, it ain't heaven, but it's the next best thing, and it's a local call from there. Welcome from Lexington, Mr. Kenny Bishop, would you?